What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about 3 different crypto mining stocks today. We'll be talking about BTBT for Flower Child, Bitfarms for the Affirmation Spot, and BTCM for King T Ski. King T Ski. It rolls right off the tongue. BTBT, Bitfarms, BTCM. Let's get it started. Looking at BTBT here, yes, it looks like it wants to go lower. Absolutely it does. They probably all will look like they want to go lower. Now the real question is, does it go lower than this low? You're already at your 618. There's hope that you could find support around 243. There is. But you might go down to $1.51, if not potentially around $1. Those price targets are looming, man. This does, wow, yeah, I think you do. I think you do. This looks like an M pattern, the beginnings of it, right? Absolutely it does. It'll probably be a failed M pattern. I've talked to people about this and they're like, it's not failed. Just because this like short is not failed. To me, I think an M pattern is like this, right? That's a successful M pattern. This one, I call it a failed pattern, but it's obviously still an M. But to me, like a W, a successful one takes you higher, a failed one takes you lower. You know, that's, so I don't know, or to the same highs. But I don't know. I mean, it's still an M pattern nonetheless, but I doubt that it takes you lower than this low, but I am under the impression you would go lower than this. Absolutely I am. Looks like a double top, essentially. Not a friendly chart at all. Yeah. $1.23 down there. 618 on that overall fib. $1.50. I bet you go between $1.50 and $1 with heavy inclinations around that $1.20 to $1.30 area. I think it's going lower. As far as what it does throughout this crypto cycle, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know enough about this company. I haven't looked into them too much. But you can see prices at $100. Here you are at $3 now, with the potential to go down to $1.30, something like that, and you can see $100. It's not a bad return on investment at all. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't see new all-time highs. I kind of would think it would, but maybe it doesn't. It doesn't have to. You got higher macro lows. Maybe you'll get a higher macro high. If you do break above $33, I very much would think that you go to $100. That'll be significant resistance up there, but if you break it, you could see prices all the way up to 200. I doubt you break up to 423, but that is a possible target as well. So 100x, multi-100x is possible with this thing if it breaks above $100, even at the current prices. But yeah, lower first, and then we can talk about you going higher. Again, I think it's going to go anywhere from about $1 to $1.50 with a heavy inclination, in my opinion, to go around like $1.20 to $1.30, somewhere around there. So that's BTBT. BITF now. Talking about BITF. Yeah. Yep. Looking like it wants to go down as well. Base to top there. 151, hey, very similar price targets. I think you do. 151 sounds about right. I don't think that this resistance will hold as support, though it's possible. That is a 236. Don't get me wrong, it wouldn't surprise me if you found a little support and then you went down. You probably do at the first attempt bounce off of this. You have the green line, you have the red line, you have previous area of resistance all coming into play. You probably do get a little bounce. You might even bounce from $2 all the way back up to $3. But then you probably go lower. I think you have a date with destiny at this $1.50 area. That's my genuine opinion for Bitfarms. As far as highs go, I don't know with this thing either. There's not enough historical data, but if we want to throw the fibs on there, top to bottom here, look at that, $1.32 at your 382. It's possible as well. I'd say $1.30 to $1.50, definitely a possibility. An inevitability even. That's still a higher low, so that's not a bad thing. But $24 to $75, maybe even go beyond that. Maybe. It is possible. Yeah, it's possible. But first, lower is what I'm thinking. So that's Bitfarms. And then finishing it all up with BTCM, Bit Mining Limited. Ooh, Not a bad looking weekly RSI. This one probably drops down as well, but it probably loses less percentage than its cohorts. I think you hold that 0.5, right around $3, probably just a little bit above $3 even. I doubt that you go to this 618. I really do. It's possible, but I doubt you do. It is possible you could hold this price and continue upwards, but I just don't see that happening. You'd be like the one miner out of all of them that is going to grow while all the other ones drop, and I personally don't see that happening. But again, maybe you do bounce off of here in the immediate term and then you go lower, something like that. That could happen as well. But all in all, I bet you hold this trajectory. I bet you do. Yeah. Looks the best out of the three. So again, where I think this thing's going in the more immediate term, again, it absolutely can bounce in this relative area. Maybe it goes a little lower and then bounces, but forms a lower high nonetheless. You could see it bounce from like 370, 380, go all the way up to $5 and then lower. It absolutely can do that in a very short amount of time too. But I would say probably somewhere around $3.12 is what I would think. That's where you're probably going to go. $786 right there at 316. See a deep retracement, relatively speaking. Yeah, I think you could. Rejected that 236 a bunch of times. I doubt you get back above 550 before finding your low. Yeah. Green line's down here. I do bet you get below that green line. So again, that 316, 312 area, 310 area, probably where you're going to find support. That's my genuine opinion. And that's all I got. If I had to say a winner between these three, it would probably be this one, because it looks like it's going to lose the least amount as far as percentage goes. To be fair, it probably grew the least as well compared to all of them. So nonetheless, probably the winner in the more immediate term. But don't be surprised, guys, if they pump up a little bit to start the week off and then dump to end the week. That's kind of what they've been doing, right? Like, look, when was this green day here? That was Wednesday. So that was actually in the middle of the week, to be fair. Yeah. But Monday here, it did open up higher. You closed this week at 504. You opened up the next week at 571. So more than 10% in growth. You opened it and then you went down. So don't be surprised if something like that happens. You know, Monday here you did the same thing, right? You went up and then you went down. But anyways, that's all I got. If you liked the video, hit that like button, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you guys on the next one. All of them are going down. That's all I got. Bye bye.